Just a little over a month ago, Kevin Hart was laughing off cheating allegations. And not for the first time. Well, he's not laughing now. And neither is Eniko, his wife. In fact, she's reportedly so distressed that she'd leave him, if she weren't so very, very pregnant with his child. Reportedly, Kevin Hart had a mistress and even a sex tape. But, when faced with a hefty blackmail amount, he came forward rather than pay out. Only time will tell whether what he did was smart. Speaking in a public video but directing his words at his wife and children, Kevin Hart apologized for cheating. Not in so many words, but you can read between the lines. And keep in mind that this was after months of dodging accusations and memes that suggested that he was a cheater. This was after Eniko Parrish made a post celebrating their 8 years together, when fans could do the math and work out that Kevin Hart was still married to his ex-wife 8 years earlier. These fans and mild cyber sleuths accused Eniko of having been Kevin's mistress when he'd cheated on Hart. Well, he'd been accused already, so they saw this post as confirmation. Eniko insisted, in response to the backlash, that Kevin's marriage to had been basically already over. We imagine that Eniko is viewing things through a different lens, these days. Oh wait, we don't have to imagine that, because Hollywood Life's source claims that Eniko is so outraged by Kevin Hart's cheating and the ensuing scandal that, under different circumstances, she'd leave him. Kevin is doing everything in his power to make it up to Eniko, and he swears that he will never mess up again. We're sure that he's very, very sorry that he got caught. And maybe for the deed itself, who knows. Eniko is so hurt and humiliated though, and she doesn't know if she can ever really trust Kevin again. Yeah. Patterns are hard to break, even when the intention to change is sincere. If she weren't pregnant then she would have walked away from him, but she doesn't see that as an option right now. That's a big deal. Eniko has told Kevin that if he ever disrespects her again then it is over, but in the meantime she is trying to put it all behind them for the sake of the baby. Well, as we all know, nothing makes a marriage stronger or a kid emotionally healthier than a strained marriage that only remains intact because of shared offspring. That, folks, was sarcasm. Stay together or don't. But don't set up a situation where your kid is going to feel that it's their fault that you're both still together and miserable. Kevin broke Eniko's heart during a time that she felt her most vulnerable, and only time will tell if she will ever be able to truly forgive him. Yep. The long-term consequence of how her relationship with Kevin Hart began, for Eniko, is that a lot of people who might have been on her side, suddenly find that they don't have a lot of sympathy for her. They feel that if someone cheats with you and then they cheat on you, you either deserve it or you should have known. Or both. I don't really think that that's fair. I'm of the unpopular opinion that if person A and person B are dating, and person C doesn't have any connection to person A, they don't really owe them anything and shouldn't get the blame for hooking up with person B. That blame would fall squarely on the shoulders of person B and, usually, no one else. But, like I said, that's not the most popular opinion out there. In part because a lot of people who get cheated on would rather direct most of their anger at some stranger than at the person they love. In the meantime, we wonder if Eniko is going to walk away after giving birth. Or will the couple find a way to move on together?